So carbon is very good because it's my reference standard in a spectrometer. You don't know what's a spectrometer, but when you go to university, it is something like this. You use it a lot when you want to find, oh, which carbon is this? Okay, what kind of carbons am I using? So we want to find out what are my components in that particular sample. This is a spectrometer, okay? Then I also use carbon-12 because I've got many elements that can combine with carbon-12. I can combine with carbon with chlorine. Okay, carbon can combine with oxygen. Okay, carbon can combine with fluorine. Okay, so I can combine with a lot of things. Very important is carbon is a solid, carbon-12. Remember, it's carbon-12, it's a solid at room temperature, and I can handle it easily. Okay. And it's the most abundant carbon isotopes. Okay, I can find it a lot. Okay, in of all the carbons, I've got carbon-12, carbon-13, sorry, carbon-12, carbon-13, and carbon-14. Okay, carbon-12 is the one that I use a lot. Yeah, I can find it a lot. Now, out of carbon-12, carbon-13, carbon-14, one of it is an isotope. Which one is it?
Is it carbon?
Which one? Must mention to teacher which one. Carbon-12, carbon-13, carbon-14. Sorry, one is, sorry, I repeat myself. One of it is an isotope where teacher uses it a lot in for a particular reason. Which one is it? Not teacher, but scientists.
Carbon-14.
Very good. Okay, it's carbon-14. What's the function of carbon-14?
For radioactive carbon dating.
Very good. Some of, yes, correct. I heard the answer, but I'm not sure who is it. To determine the age of fossil. Okay, why I'm saying this is because a few years ago, I came out in 2017, I think, SPM paper, and then students put carbon dating. And it is in some of the reference books, you know, carbon dating. Actually, it means the same thing, but we are students who wrote carbon dating, no marks. Marking scheme doesn't allow carbon dating. They want to see the word determine, they want to see the age of fossil fuel or bones or whatever, that's what they want. Okay, so take note, I'm hoping that you have some paper, pen in front of you as I'm talking, you are writing. Okay, next. Okay, fine. Now, the next thing that teacher's going to teach you here, you'll be like, oh, teacher, I don't know what you're saying, okay? But it doesn't matter. It comes out only in objective, okay? And it is very irrelevant, very, very irrelevant that you understand this concept. So then, the question is, what is the relative atomic mass of an element? How to calculate it? Okay, you take the average mass of one atom of the element, divided by 1/12 of the mass of an atom of carbon-12. Why are we taking 1/12? Because 1/12 of carbon-12 gives me 1. Okay, so whatever my average mass is, let's say teacher take sodium. Everybody go and check your periodic table. What's the mass, the relative mass, or the average mass of sodium in your periodic table? Check for teacher now.
39.
No, not 39.
No, sorry. 23.
23, sir.
Very good. It is 23. So 23 divided 1/12 of carbon-12. Cancel. Teacher get 23. That's why I said this is irrelevant. But they like to ask this in objective. Okay, what is that? Suddenly they will give a objective question, A, B, C, D. What is the formula to calculate a relative atomic mass? Then you don't know how to do it. That one cannot. So your answer should always be relative atomic the average mass of one atom. It's one atom over 1/12 of the atom of carbon-12. That's it. That's it you need to know. No need to look at all these, the rest. Okay, no need. Okay, now when we compare relative atomic mass, we can actually find the ratio of the actual mass of the atom. Okay, so let's look at this question. And you need to do this question as well, yeah? As teacher is doing, you are doing. How many times larger is the mass of a magnesium compared to the of a helium atom. Okay,
6 times.
so yeah, it's so simple the math here, okay? But okay, your exam paper is already done, yeah? So your exam paper is a lot of chapter 3, a lot of calculation, 30 objective calculations, calculation only. Okay, you will get headache doing it, okay? But if you can master this chapter, good for you. So if you answer this question, it will be 24 divided by 4. So you will get 6 times larger. Do you all understand what teacher is saying here?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, very good. Yeah. Okay, so you see, you get the mass over the of magnesium over helium. Okay, teacher don't want to waste time, so I'm quickly going to go to the next one. Okay, you try for teacher. Okay, teacher going to give you 1 minute. You do this question for teacher. Anu, if you are done, right? I want to know 4A, how many students in the class?
33.
33. Okay, Anu, besides Zenling, which is 28th, I want to know who are the 5 students who are not here. Please put in the group.
Okay, teacher.
I got 4, sir.
Okay, you got 4. Anyone else?
I also got 4, sure.
All right, so it's actually so simple, okay? So how many times larger is the mass of 4 carbon atoms compared to 3 helium atoms? So you will get 4 times the mass of carbon, which is 4 times 12, and then 3 times helium. Helium, the mass is 4. So yes, you will get 4 times. So teacher don't want to waste time. These questions are so simple. No need to waste time. Okay, teacher is going to now go to relative molecular mass. Just now I did relative atomic mass, right? Relative atomic mass is an atom. Atom. Now I'm doing relative molecular mass, which means I'm dealing with a molecule. Okay, it's the average mass of a molecule when compared to 1/12 of carbon 12. So look at the formula here. Okay. Look at the formula here. So relative molecular mass of a substance is the average mass of one molecule. Just now when I did relative atomic mass, it was average mass of one atom. Okay, of the substance divided by 1/12 of the mass of carbon 12. Okay, so here again, it only can come out in objective. So teacher don't want to waste time. All this is just wasting time. Okay, what teacher wants you to know is actually how to count them. And that's why the periodic table is very important for you. Okay, you must know the molecular formula first. So let's look at ammonia. Okay, this is the chemical formula or the molecular formula for ammonia, like for carbon dioxide. If you don't know the molecular formula, you cannot answer the question. Okay, let's look at this question. Teacher help you with one. Later, I'll give you a few to do on your own. What is the relative molecular mass of a carbon dioxide molecule? What's my relative molecular mass? So it's very simple. A relative molecular mass is I take all the relative atomic mass and I add it up. So I'm going to do the long way here for you so you will understand. I take the relative atomic mass of carbon plus the relative atomic mass of oxygen. Because I got 2 oxygen, I will add the oxygen twice. Okay, what is the relative atomic mass for carbon? That you can see up there.
12.
12.
Very good. Now, what's the relative atomic mass of oxygen?
16.
16.
Okay, plus another one will be
16.
16. Okay, add it up for teacher. What will you all get?
44.
Okay, 44 is the correct answer. That's it. When they ask you RMM, that's what they want. Okay, relative molecular mass. This is the symbol for RMM. Okay, capital M, small r. Okay, now I'm going to juggle your mind and I'm going to make you do this for me. Okay, what you see in front of you in 2 minutes. Start now. I'm going to put a timer. The rest of you, I hope you are online, even though I don't hear your voice. Okay, teacher hope that you are still here. There goes your timer.
Done, sir.
Answer.
All right. Put in the chat if you're done. Put 1 if done. If I have at least 15 saying done, teacher will give the answers. This is just the basic, class, the basic only. Okay, I'm going to give the answer. So, you give me the answer. What's the answer for hydrogen?
2.
Excellent, Shalina. Okay, another person, oxygen?
32.
32,
For-
excellent.
48. Oh, sorry. It's not 48. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, oxygen 32, correct. Okay, the same person cannot answer, give other people a chance, okay? Water.
18.
18, teacher.
18, yes, I got so many people answering me. I'm not sure who is the one answering me, but good, yes. Okay, any students in our class that is Hadif? Anyone named Hadif? Okay, so if you know anyone named Hadif, can you ask them to change their name to the proper name? Put in the class group, anyone, so that at least they know. I'm not going to admit people in and then they mess up my computer, okay? All right, water is 18, correct? Ammonia.
16, teacher.
Okay, Anu said 16, but 16 is not the answer.
17.
17, sir.
Sorry. Wrong calculation.
17, correct. But it's okay, as I think I've told you all before. You make all the mistakes now. Oh, sorry, I just saw that somebody said, wait, Amandip, he's in 4B. Is it Amandip? Okay, if he comes in again. All right, sorry, ask him to come in again. Sorry, yeah. Okay, propene.
Teacher, 44.
44.
Yuga, I'm sorry, Anu, I said, and Yuga, I said don't answer, give somebody else a chance to answer.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
It's okay. It's all right. Propane, okay, never mind, since they help y'all. 44. And then you must do the working, you must do the working. If you don't do the working and simply give 44, so you don't get the marks. Okay, special one, ethanol.
50.
46.
46.
Okay, yes. 46 is correct. I hope people said 46, yeah? And not 56. Did y'all say 46?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah?
sir.
There you
46, sir.
46, huh? Okay, correct. Anyone who doesn't know how to do? Correct. Okay, perfect. Okay, as I said, this is rather simple. Too simple to be done. Okay, now, well, I did atom with you. I did molecule with you. Okay, I think I thought my class 4A and 4B if you're here. Type of particles is divided into 3. What are they?
Atom, molecule,
Atom,
particle.
molecule, ion.
Correct. Okay,
sorry.
so correct. It's okay. It's
I
fine.
said
Atom, molecule, and an ion. Okay, so the trick is missing in action. All right, so I've done with you molecule missing. I've done with you atom action. Haven't done with you ions yet. So when I'm doing ions, I want to calculate the relative mass. What do? It's called relative formula mass. Okay, it's the same as the molecule. Actually here, right? The title here should be molecular. Teacher didn't change, sorry, the title here should be formula. If you see where I'm pointing, okay, here should be relative formula mass. Okay, so when I want to find the relative formula mass of an ionic compound, is the same way. I add up all the mass of the atoms. Okay, for example, sodium hydroxide. What is the trick of answering a question of relative formula mass or relative molecular mass is you need to know what it is chemical formula. What is chemical formula, teacher? Something like this: CCl4, H2O, CO2, NH3. All these are called chemical formulas. So what is the chemical formula of sodium hydroxide? Anyone know?
NaOH.
Correct, Kritika. Okay. She probably Kritika learned this already in tuition, is it?
Yes, teacher.
All right. Okay. So NaOH. And how do I find out what is the relative formula? Why must this be formula? Why cannot be molecular mass?
Because it's non-metal.
Not really.
This is a compound.
It is a compound, or you can say that because it consists of ions. Sodium is an Na plus, hydroxide is OH minus. So they are ions. Okay, because I'm using ions, so it's called relative formula mass. But the jalan kerja, the way to get the answer is the same. I'm using the RAM of sodium plus the RAM of RAM of OH, and you get the answer. So what is the RAM of sodium?
23.
What is the RAM? What is the RAM of hydroxide? Oh, sorry, of oxygen?
16.
16. So teacher is going to change this. Okay, plus RAM of hydrogen. What's the RAM of hydrogen?
1.
1.
Okay, correct. 1. Yeah, very good. So if I add all these up, what do you get?
40.
40. Very good. Okay, excellent. So if you see, there it's 40. Now I want to remind you, whatever I've just taught you, RAM, oops, RAM, RMM, this one you must write down, and RFM. All three of this, they don't have units. You never saw me saying gram. You never saw me saying mole per decimeter cube. You never heard me writing down any of that. You must take note. RAM, RMM, RFM, they don't have any units whatsoever. Okay, so this one is, you please write down in different colored pen or you have a sticky paper, you write down your notes. Okay, this is what I want. All right, now I'm gonna ask you to do for teacher. Okay, since sodium chloride is done for you, do for me potassium oxide, aluminium sulfate, and hydrated copper 2 sulfate. Same, I want to see you all doing it in 1 minute. When you are done, put done in the chat. Why, Adam? I'm not sure if Adam knows. Yeah, Adam, you're not muted. Okay, let me see, 1 minute. Teacher would love to hear from the rest of you as well, yeah? So if you can, just be too shy to say it out loud. You can just even type in the chat. Teacher will be very happy. 30 seconds left. And I would love to hear from 4B as well. 4B, you can share your answers with teacher. Okay, you know what that means now? Do you all need some more time?
Last
Yeah,
question.
just for the last one, teacher.
Okay, the last one is like, it's actually quite simple, but you try. Okay, giving you another minute here. All right, nice to see a lot of you being able to answer. Okay, let me remind you, this is just the tip of the iceberg, okay? Like this is still very easy. We haven't gone to what is important yet. But if you don't know this, it is very difficult for you to go to the next one. So in 10 more seconds, then teacher will start. I like the sound of my timer. All right. Okay, well done. So let's go on to potassium oxide. I would like to hear from y'all. And if you've already answered, no need to answer. Please let your other friends try. Okay? Who would like to try for potassium oxide? You can also type it in the chat. It's fine.
Is it 94, Chef?
All right. So let's see the answer. Okay. Is it 94? Let's go. Yes, it is 94. Good job. Tanisa, Afif, and Kidan. Okay, well done. Which Afif is this? Is it Arza or Afif? Arza. Okay, well done, well done. Okay, let's go on to aluminium sulfate. Okay, let's try someone else pula. Okay, teacher's very happy lah when you all try. Can be anyone. Don't be happy. Be happy to try.
Teacher, can I try?
Can, Anu, but wait, can I see whether anyone brave enough as well to try the aluminium sulfate?
So can I try?
Yes, Aaron, go ahead.
Is the answer 252?
Oops. Tara gave the answer. The answer is actually 342. Anyone who got 342?
Yeah, teacher, got it.
Okay,
Me too.
besides, okay, got it. Okay, so let me just help you all. Okay, I've got an iPhone coming in. Okay, I don't think anyone wants to hack my laptop lah. So I'm just going on to aluminium sulfate. Let's do this together. So aluminium we know is 27. Okay, how many aluminiums do I have? I've got 2 aluminium, so times 2. Whoever just came in, can I know who you are? Do you all know who that was?
It seems it's Afif.
All right, never mind. Okay. 27 times 2. Okay, then we put a bracket. We plus with, so this bracket here tells me it's a plus. Okay, but I'm going to add another bracket so that it's easier for me. What is the RAM? What's the relative atomic mass for sulfur? Sulfur is 32. Okay, and then oxygen is 16. Okay, so then 16, teacher's going to times with 4. Okay, 16 times 4 is what?
64, Chef.
Very good. It's 64. All right. So I'm going to put it straight away and then watch. I have a 3 here. What does this 3 mean? It means that this whole thing that is in the second bracket, teacher's going to times it with 3. So I'm going to put a 3 in front. Okay. because it's nicer in front. So that's what it means. Okay, so 27 times 2 is 54. Okay, plus, okay, let's do the one in the bracket first. So I'm going to put my 3 here first still. 32 plus 64 is how much? Is it 96? Teacher's math is, my maths is pretty bad. So you got to help me,
Yeah,
okay?
teacher, it's correct. It's correct.
Okay, so 96 times 3 is how much?
99.
288.
288. Okay,
Sure,
so now
wait, did you ask something? Wait, 96 plus 3, is it?
times 3.
Oh, time, sorry.
It's okay. So 54 plus 198, is it, Anu?
288, teacher.
Sorry, 288. I myself didn't bring my calculator. Sorry, class. Okay, semua tekan calculator. 54 plus 288, what do you get?
342.
Very good. You get 342. Okay, so where this question came out before, came out in objective, came out in structure. They gave you some complicated AL2s, S bracket, SO4 plus 3 times 3. Then they will ask you. Okay, so if you cannot calculate, you will be in trouble. So you must practice. And in my module, this particular chapter 3 module is very good. Okay. Okay, now, who wants to try the last one? Hydrated copper 2 sulfate. Who? All right. Okay, so I have Anu raising hand and Ame says 250. Okay. Anu, what's your answer?
130.22.
Okay, Anu, your answer is wrong.
So mine's 250 as well.
250 is correct. How many of you didn't get 250? Don't know how to get 250? Can you just maybe put your name in the chat? Put your name in the chat, or just say teacher me is fine. Okay. All right. All right, very good. Thank you for being very honest. So whenever it comes to the dot here, right, most students already lost. Teacher, I don't get it. Cannot. Oh, how are dot? It's very simple. Let's look at copper now. I'm not going to say it out loud. You are going to tell me, copper, what is my relative atomic mass?
64.
Very good.
64.
Excellent. Very good. Okay. Another person. I go to sulfur. Sulfur, what is my relative atomic mass? 32. Excellent. Very good. Another person. Oxygen times 4 straight away. Okay. What is my answer?
64.
64.
Okay, 64. Another person, the one, the same person, yeah? Okay, now you see the dot here. The dot is actually plus. Okay? And then you see the 5. Okay, teacher put 5 straight away. And then I'm going to bracket. Okay, whatever water there is, I'm going to put in the bracket. Okay, water is H2O. Straight away, give me the relative molecular mass of water. What is relative molecular mass of water?
18.
You got, cannot be the same person.
Sorry.
But the answer is correct. It is 18. Okay, so here teacher will get, why is it 18? Teacher, why 18? Okay, because hydrogen is 1. 1 times 2 plus 16. So I got 2 plus 16. Teacher will get 18. Okay, let's tekan our calculator together, yeah? Okay, before we tekan our calculator together, 18 times 5 is how much?
Teacher.
Okay, 80. All right, Tanisa cannot answer already, yeah? So I want everybody to tekan the
Teacher, I got
calculator.
90.
It's 90, not 80. 90.
Oops. Told you my maths was bad, right? Ayya. Okay, you all have to watch for teacher and maths, okay? I've never loved maths. And maths also never loved me. All right. Okay, so 64 plus 32 plus 64 again, yeah, plus 90. Betul. Okay, do you all get 250?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. Okay, well done. Oh, I think I went to press the last page. Wait, oops, we're almost ending the first slide. I got so many slides. I got 4 slides. Okay, so done with the first one. So correct, it's 250. Okay, I'm not gonna do this with you because we will try this on our own later. Okay, I'm gonna give you a 30-second break. 30 seconds, and then I'm going to go to the next one. Okay, mole. And then it will cover a lot that you can already do in your module. Okay, anyone's happy for a 30-second break, or you don't want a 30-second break?
Yes, teacher, I need 30 seconds. I need to drink water.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead for the 30-second break. I will turn off my video and unmute myself. Okay, so 30 seconds, I won't put timer.
Madam. Anurak. Anurak. Mana Anurak ni?
Oh, who's calling me madam? Who's calling teacher madam? Is it
Me, Emelda.
Madam? No need to call me madam. Puan Sheena is fine.
Okay.
I find so strange someone's calling me madam.
Okay, Madam, my attendance was not in the group.
Oh, is it? Okay. Are you in the group? You just go and put your name at the bottom.
Okay.
Thank you, sweetheart. Can you see teacher's screen?
I can see a mouse check.
You can see what?
I don't know what animal is that.
A mole.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Oh, that's
All
a
right,
mole.
all right. Okay, 10 more seconds. I'm going to drink some water and then come back. Okay, you're going to take water also, please. Take water. Go and take some food to eat. Kesian you have to listen to me for another 1 hour. Okay, faster. All right, so teacher's back. Okay, what is being taught here is quite important. You will use this again and again, and this is like about 5 marks in a calculation question. Okay, 5 marks if you know how to answer. Okay, the first few slides that I'm going to show, it's an introduction only. But if you don't get the concept, you won't understand. So teacher will start. Okay, so the topic is molar, but it's just a joke here, right? So this is moles also as well. All right, so we're going to learn about mole. What is a mole? Okay, so before I go to what is a mole, we look at what is a pair. One pair is what?
A pair.
Yeah, a pair is 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then a dozen is
12.
12. Okay, actually, and one gross is actually 144 items. So this is what we call a pair, a dozen, a gross. You have a number for it. Okay, one pair, 2 items. 1 dozen, 12 items. Okay, half a dozen, 6 items. 1 gross, 144 items. Okay, so we have this kind of things in daily life. So in chemistry, we always talk about substances in moles. Okay, the symbol of mole that we use is MOL. Okay, mole. All right. So why do we need mole for? Okay, I want to measure the amount of substance I have in a matter. Okay, I want to measure the amount of substance I have in a particular matter. So you need to know that, like I told you just now, 1 pair is 2 items, 1 dozen is 12 items, 1 gross is 144 items, 1 mole is 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 particles. And I've taught you all before, particles are divided into 3. Molecule, missing in action. Always remember missing in action. Molecule. What's I?
Ion.
Very good. Ion. What is A?
Atom.
Excellent. Okay, very good. Atom. So if I ask you, okay, class, what's one more? At the back of your mind or the front of your mind, you must already tell me, teacher, 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 particles. Whether you know whatever you're talking about, it doesn't matter. You must tell me that 1 mole is 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 particles. That's what I want to hear from you. Okay? 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23. You cannot count, huh? You really cannot count. So it's very difficult to represent this number. Okay? 1 mole of any element, you say it, okay? 1 mole, it must have the word 1 mole of any, see the keyword here, any element, it will have 6. So I want to point out to you, look at this. Here the word is, here the number is 6. At the top where I'm circling now, the number is 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 particles. Teacher, which one is correct? 6 or 6.02? It depends on the question. If the question gives you 6, you use 6. If the question gives you 6.02, you use 6.02. It doesn't matter. Both also correct, but you always have to refer to the question given to you. Okay, so 1 mole of anything, okay, has 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 particles. So if teacher say 1 mole of Jeremiah has what?
6.02 times 10 to the power of 23.
Correct. 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23. As long as you hear me saying 1 mole, okay, that's the amount of particles that I have, okay? Don't worry, Jeremiah does not have that. All right, now let's talk about 1 mole of sugar. Okay, 1 mole of sugar, because I told you 1 mole, it must have 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 sugar molecules. Teacher, how you know sugar is a molecule? Class, you should give me the answer. How do you know sugar is a molecule?
Non-metal. That's
Okay,
non-metal.
correct. Jeremiah is almost there. Sugar is C6, H12, O6. If you look at your periodic table 4A, 4B, 4B, you can actually take out your textbook and then find a periodic table. Can you see that carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, they are all non-metals? Okay, when it's non-metal reacting with a non-metal, okay, it will be a molecule. Okay, non-metal and non-metal, it would be a molecule. Are you following, teacher, so far?
Yes, teacher.
All right. Okay, now 1 mole of salt. Okay, I find the answer for salt wrong. Can someone tell me why?
What is it, teacher, again?
I said the answer for salt is wrong. Something is wrong there. Can you tell me what is wrong?
Is it the molecules?
Okay, molecule is the one that is wrong. Yes. Okay, what is wrong about it?
Salt is not a molecule.
It is not a molecule. What is it if it's not a molecule?
Is it an
Ion. Ion.
Very good. Okay, salt is actually sodium
Chloride.
chloride. And you and I have just learned sodium chloride is an ion. Huh? All right, so this is actually wrong. Okay, so this is salt ion. All right, so it's not a molecule. Okay, and then the last one, 1 mole of copper. Okay, you and I know that copper is actually an atom. Okay, so 1 mole of copper will give me 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 copper atoms. So 2 things that I want to point to you here. What you saw just now, 1 mole, 1 mole, 1 mole. 1 mole will always give me 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23. Okay, that 1 mole, see, everything gave me 6.02, 6.02, 6.02. That's point number 1 that teacher want to point out. Point number 2 that I want to point out, whatever substance I use, I must figure out what particle is that. If it is a molecule, I must write back molecule here. If it's an ion, I must write back an ion here. If it's an atom, I must write back an atom here. You following what teacher is saying?
Yes.
sir.
Yes,
Very good.
sir.
So if the definition is asking you, and this one can come out in objective. What is 1 mole? Okay, 1 mole is an amount of substance that contains as many particles as the number of atoms in exactly 12 gram of carbon-12, which is 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23. You might just say to me, teacher, I don't know what you just said. It doesn't matter if you don't know what I just said. Memorize. There's something in life, right? You don't have to understand everything, but you know it's going to come out. You know it might come out in objective. And you still don't get it after reading it many times. You don't get it. I've taught many years, okay? And when it comes to a point when students don't get, I just tell them this, memorize this thing, okay? So this is something that you can very easily memorize. If it's important, if you see Ponchina talking and spending a lot of time in that particular subtopic, that one's important. If I say memorize, just memorize. Okay, so follow what teacher is saying. 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23, there's a name for it. It's called Avogadro constant or Avogadro number, not Avogadro. You like avocado, Avogadro? No, it's not. And you must call it properly. Yeah, it's called Avogadro constant. We're going to use it shortly. Okay. What is the symbol for it? It's capital N small a. Okay, so remember each time you see 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23, what is it? What's it called?
Avogadro constant.
Avogadro.
Constant. Okay, so today I want you to practice. You go to anybody that you meet, it doesn't matter whoever it is, you just say hi, Avogadro constant. Just practice the word Avogadro constant. Just practice Avogadro, Avogadro. Okay, so that it will stay in your memory. Your parents may think you're silly, but it's okay. Just be silly for Puanchina's sake, okay? Where did you get the number 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23? It was determined experimentally, okay? Don't ask me how and why. I don't know. Okay, so when you study, actually I know lah, but to tell you now is wasting time. Okay, so later on you will learn. Okay, so where do we use this Avogadro number? We want to define mole. Okay, so we use Avogadro number or constant. All right, let's go on to this one. Okay, if teacher say 1 dozen flowers is 12 flowers, right? 1 dozen eggs is 12 eggs, correct? If I say 2 dozen eggs, what do you know by it?
12 times 2.
12 times 2. All of you agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, good. Same thing with mole. Same concept. If I say 1 mole is 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23. If I say 2 moles, then you take the 2 times 10, 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23. We're going to do calculations already now, so be prepared. Okay? But one thing, as I told you, you must know which one is your atom, which one is your molecule, which one is your ion. That's what teacher keeps saying. Whenever you see the word particles, please take note. Okay, which one is your atom, ions, and molecules? Okay, for the sake of some of you who didn't understand it, I repeat myself. Ions, I won't repeat. Let me ask you. Some of you who've been answering in the class don't answer. I want to hear from the rest. How do I know something is an ion? I haven't heard so many people's voices, yeah? Or I haven't seen you chatting. I know you are here. Okay, and I know 2 also has left the group. If you know your friend, 1, 3 have left the group. If you know your friend has left the group, you better ask them to join. I will take attendance again at the end of the class. Okay, and if your friend is not here, your names are not here, I will take your attendance as not present. Okay, so how do I know something is an ion?
Is it like non-metal?
Anyone? Anu, you want to mute, Anu?
Yeah.
Iron is positively charged or negatively charged particle.
Very good. Okay, I've got positive and negatively charged. Correct. Very good, Avinisha. I must have positive and negative. How many names? One name or two names? You can put in the
Two
chat
names.
also,
Two
class.
names, teacher.
Very good, Avinisha. I've got two names there. Okay, very good. Two names. Okay, how about a molecule? Sorry, two names. Sorry, that's names. Huh? How about a molecule? Good, Akila. How about a molecule? How do I know if something's a molecule? Don't be afraid. If you feel that your heart is beating very fast, yeah. Okay, Amir, that's very good. Okay, I've got a non-metal and a non-metal. Very good. Good job. Okay. One name or two name for non-metal? Yes, usually it has one name. Usually, okay, it has one name. Okay, good. All right, and then atom is very simple. A metal is an atom. Okay, an element, okay, that you always see in the periodic table, that's an atom. So I think that one you all should know. So teacher doesn't mind about that, okay? All right, okay, I just run very quickly lah. So if I'm doing atom, if teacher's doing atom, 1 mole of sodium will have 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 atoms. Okay, if I am doing molecule, 1 mole of water, I know water is a molecule. I will have 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 water molecules. Teacher's point here, which I mentioned just now, you must have the correct substance. Yeah. So here will be 1 mole of zinc bromide. I told you got two names, so it's an ion. Will have 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23. Okay, look properly here. Do you see the word ions here or do you see the word formula unit?
Formula unit.
Okay, very good. So very good. For atom, teacher use back atom. Okay, for molecule, you use back molecule. But for ions, a bit different. You are going to use the word formula unit. And then later teacher will teach you how to get back to ions. So from here, we are done. Okay, write down on a piece of paper or write down in a sticky note what I'm going to write to you now. What I'm going to write in front of you. Number of moles. Teacher's going to write short form, number of moles. This is number of moles is equals to number of particles. Okay, NOP, number of particles over N, capital N, small a. What is that? What is NA?
1 mole.
Yeah, what is the name for it? I told you to memorize
Avogadro number.
Yes,
Avocado
correct.
number.
Avogadro number or Avogadro
Avogadro
constant. Okay,
constant.
right now we're going to do a lot of calculations already. Let's start. Okay, this one just repeating whatever I keep telling you, yeah? So you don't worry about it. Let's do the question. A sample of oxygen gas contains 3.01 times 10 to the power of 22 oxygen molecules. How many moles of oxygen molecules are there in the sample? Okay, that's the question. Okay, whenever you see something like 10 times 10 to the power of 22, you already know, okay, I'm going to use this particular formula. Okay, the question says, how many moles? And then you got something like this. Okay, you've got 10 to the power of 22. You need to know, teacher, I know I need to use this formula. Number of moles is equals to number of particles over Avogadro constant. How teacher you know I need to use this? Because I haven't taught you any other formula. This is the only formula I taught you, right? So we only can use one formula. So the question asked me to find number of moles. So I don't know what is the number of moles. All right, so my number of moles here is NOM. Okay, what is my number of particles? How do you know something is my number of particles? Do you see the word molecule here?
Yes, sir.
When you see the word molecule, that means this is my number of particles. Okay, so 3.01 times 10 to the power of 22. Okay, over, now you and I have learned this and remember it for many times already now. What's my Avogadro constant?
6.02 times 10 power.
6.02 times 10 to the power of
Okay,
23.
normally they will give you in the exam. Normally they will give you somewhere here. I don't know why they didn't give here. Okay, now I want you boys and girls, the moment of truth. Do you all know how to use your calculator? I want everyone using their calculator and giving me the answer here. And I seriously want you to put in the chat, because then we will know whether you really know or not. So Simadev had 0.005, okay. Teja got 0.05, okay, move on. Simadev, no unit, no marks, unit, Simadev? Anyone, you are getting 5 times 5 times 10 to the power of negative 46.
Teacher, I got 5 and the power of 44, not 46.
44, okay. That means to say you're using your calculator wrongly. Okay, that means you're using your calculator wrongly. Okay, so majority of you, you're using your calculator correctly. From the answers I got, Simadev, check why you got 10 to the power of 8. Some getting 0.005, some getting 0.05. Okay, so let's see. You must make sure this one is correct. Here is 10 to the power of 22. Okay, so how do you need to do this? Everyone putting in your calculator 3.01. Okay, I don't know how the rest of you do it, yeah? Okay, but if teacher is using my calculator, I've got exponential. So I go to exponential. Okay, then teacher will put 22. Okay, and then bracket. Okay, and then I think for y'all, sorry, not bracket, line. For y'all, you have to bracket it. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, yeah? You put 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23, close bracket. Then I think you will get the correct answer. Okay, so you will get 0.05 more. Oh, it's okay, no worries, no worries.
Teacher, may I know why you use the expo?
For me, my calculator, I use exponential because exponential means 10 to the power of. The rest of the class, what do you all use? Do you all use the...
We use the arrow going up.
It's the same. Class, did you all use the arrow?
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
Yes.
Okay. So Anu, did you get the correct answer now?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, everyone else, do you all know how to do?
Yes, teacher.
All right, perfect. Pandai anak cikgu. All right, let me see whether you pandai betul-betul tak. Baca soalan. Buat sekarang. Pukul kau tak dapat. Always look at the units. What did they give me? What can I do? Because teacher don't want to waste time. I actually want to teach you all 3 subtopics today. That means I want to do number of particles, I want to do mass, I want to do volume also. So once you get the concept, teacher will move on to the next one really. So you're okay or not with this?
Teacher, almost getting it, teacher. Just almost getting it.
All right. Some of you know my style already, yeah? Very clever. Okay, for those of you who came for teacher's class today, I'll bring chocolates for you all to school next week. All right, including 4B. Okay, I have the name list here, so I'll bring chocolates for you all.
So is the answer in decimal?
It could be. It doesn't matter. Be confident of your answer, though. Don't ask. When you try, be confident of your answer. Okay, I think this is the way to do it. And the key is always write the formula first. All right. Okay, so let's see if we can write the formula down first. Let's see the formula. What's the formula I need to you need to write down here first? Oh, hello. Are you all there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. What's my formula?
Is it the number of molecules equals the number of number of mole equals the number of molecules over
No. I mean, yes, you can say number of molecules, but actually I prefer number of particles over
avocado. Avogadro.
Avogadro constant.
Thank you.
Avogadro constant.
Thank you, my dears. Okay, very good. Okay. So you need to look at the question. Just now they asked me to find something else. Now they asked me to find something else. So a gas jar contains 0.2 mole. They gave me mole this time. So where do I write the 0.2 mole? Before the sama dengan or after the sama dengan?
Before.
Very good. Very good. Okay, 0.2. Okay, so those of you who are still with teacher, just put in the chat so the teacher will know you are also following teacher. Then they asked me to find number of molecules. Number of molecules comes under number of particles, correct or not?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to put number of particles here. Over you and I know lah by now. My Avogadro constant 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23. Close your eyes also, you can memorize that. So I want to find my number of particles is equals to 0.2 times 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23. Teacher should be getting 1.204 times 10 to the power of how many class?
23.
23. 0 marks.
Oh, moles.
Wrong,
moles.
0 marks.
No.
Oh, they're asking about the number. You must write the molecule.
Very good. You didn't put the unit, you don't get the marks. Here must have molecules. Then only your answer is correct. Perfect answer. You following, teacher?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Same question. No, cannot. Mole cannot. You cannot use mole because the question gave you mole. Why are you finding for mole again? The question very clearly said, what's the number of molecules? Okay, now the next question is a trick. Not trick. It's a harder question. Now they're asking you, what is the number of carbon atoms? And what is the number of oxygen atoms that made up the carbon dioxide in the jar? Okay, so I'm going to do it with you slowly lah. Okay. I'm just thinking, how should I break it to you? So you know the formula is number of moles is equals to number of particles over Avogadro constant, correct?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, now the number of moles is 0.2 times 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23. You will get number of molecules, correct?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Yeah, I need everybody to say yes, teacher, or answer yes, because then only I can proceed.
Yes,
If you understand what teacher is, okay. Now watch. The question is not asking for molecule. The question is asking for carbon atoms. Now let's look at carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide got how many carbons and how many oxygen? Carbon dioxide is CO2. So how many carbons does carbon dioxide have?
One.
One.
Very good. I have 1 carbon dioxide. How many oxygen?
2.
Excellent. 2. So watch what teacher is doing here. I am going to times with 1. I'm doing number of carbon atoms. Just now, the first question is, what is the number of molecules? We go back, we go back here. Question say, what is the number of molecules? When the question asks me number of molecules, I just simply darab only, that's it. Finish, I get my answer molecule. But now they are not asking me for molecule already, they're asking me to go deeper. What is the number of carbon atoms? So teacher times here with 1. Okay, obviously, because I times 1, my answer is still the same. 1.204 times 10 to the power of 23. Class, I want to hear your answer. What's my unit?
Atom.
Good. What atom?
Carbon.
Carbon atoms.
Okay, carbon atom. I don't want Yuga and I don't want Anu to answer again. I know you all know already. I want to hear the rest. Okay. Now, teacher want to go to the next question. What is the number of oxygen atom?
2.
2.
But you're not answering teacher's question. I said, what is the number of oxygen atom? That is made up in the carbon dioxide gas here. So what do I need to do to this? Or what do I need to do to this? Your 2 is correct. The 2 is not wrong. Yes, my oxygen here, teacher has 2. So therefore, what do I need to do here?
Change it to 2 times 2.
Multiply by 2, teacher.
Correct. Okay. Good. Jeremiah and Rishan, and I think just now someone else also mentioned 2. Was it you, Tanya, or Shalina? Okay, so Shalina. Okay, 0.2 times 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 times 2. Okay, everyone tekan calculator.
2.408.
Anu cannot answer. Sorry, Anu. Feel sad that you all can answer, but cannot. There's so many people I want to hear you know. I want to hear Xavier, Kuben,
Sure, can I
Christopher.
answer?
Shalina cannot also. I've heard your answer. Ira, I saw Ira raising up her hand. Ira, yes, go Ira.
Is it 2.408 times 10 to the power of 23 oxygen atoms?
Correct. Correct. Perfect answer. Well done. Okay, not grounded. Okay, you're not grounded. I just want to make sure everybody else is here. Okay, some of them don't even know where they are. Okay, voice also I never hear, message also I never see. Okay, that's my Fuadil. No, rotan them already after this. See, I never hear Jaga's voice. Didn't hear Zafran's voice. Didn't hear Zinching's voice. Okay, at least that's now I heard Arza. Okay, Aaron did. Avinesha is Kritika. Sharvin saw once. Fatin, Kidan also I saw. Christopher never saw after a while. Adam also teacher want to hear. Okay, Melda, she call me madam, but don't hear after that already. So teacher wants to know you are here. Okay. Narmata also teacher didn't hear her voice. Please. Okay, teacher want to hear you all, yeah? Okay, yeah, so you all got the answers here already, correct? All right, so oxygen will be 2.408 and carbon will be the same, right? So no issues here. Okay, teacher don't want to do all this. I'm going to go to the next one. Can I go to math now? Are you all happy to learn math already?
Oh, yes, teacher.
Thank you, Tanya, for your excitement. The ones that I mentioned your name, I want to hear your voice. Okay, molar mass is the mass of 1 mole of the substance. Okay, certain things not important. What is important here is you must know when teacher used the word molar mass, teacher's talking about 1 mole. Okay, and the unit for molar mass. That's why I told you RAM, RMM, RFM, no unit. Molar mass, the unit is gram per mole. Okay, this one you must know. Okay, gram per mole. Right, no need to waste time lah. Okay, all this I think all not important. Okay, so you know that RAM is 12, but when I talk about 1 mole, it's 12 gram. Okay, All right. All this not important. Okay. Did you want to go straight away to the question? Okay. Okay, the formula here. Number of moles is equals to mass over molar mass. All of you writing in your book. Number of moles is equals to mass over molar mass. Book ke, paper ke, whatever, I don't care. Okay, first formula teacher taught you. Number of moles is equals to what?
Number of particles over
Avogadro constant.
Very good. Number of particles over Avogadro constant. Second formula that I'm teaching you now is number of moles is equals to mass over molar mass. Correct. Okay, these two they are correct. Okay, let's try do this together and then you will see, oh my gosh, teacher, this is so simple. What is the mass of 10 moles of water? Which formula you want to use? Number 1 or number 2?
I think it's number 1 is okay.
Number 1 just now was number of particles over Avogadro constant. Number 2 is mass over molar mass. Which formula you want to use?
Number 2, teacher.
Right.
Number 2.
Okay, correct is number 2. So number of moles. So last time I remember when I gave this as an exam question to my students, I actually make them write the formula. If you don't write a formula, you got no marks. Okay, so number of moles is equals to mass over molar mass. It's minus 1 mark if there's no formula. Okay, now what is my number of moles here? What is given in the question? What is my number of moles?
10.
Very good,
10.
10. Tanya cannot answer already. Sorry, Tanya. I'm just trying to let the rest emerge. Shalina also cannot answer. Just wait. I want to hear the rest emerging out of nowhere. Come on. The molar mass. What is the molar mass of water?
18.
Kritika, correct. Okay. Christopher, finally hear your voice. Kritika, I heard just now. Okay, 18 is correct. Now, how did you get 18? Chris?
16 plus 1 plus 1.
Why?
Because it's H2O and
Okay,
there's 2
perfect.
hydrogens and 1 oxygen.
Okay, well done. Okay, so here I want to find my mass. Always go back to what the question wants. What is the mass? What is my mass? So if I want to find mass, that's my unknown. Okay, so mass is equals to, if you can do the calculation together with teacher, 10 times 18. Okay, what do I get?
180.
0 marks. 0 marks.
180 grams.
Correct. Full marks. So in chemistry, okay, we find out that if you don't write your units, you lose all your marks. Okay, so 180 is correct. So I think you get the drift here. Okay, let's do this one. So do you remember what is the chemical formula for sodium hydroxide? Teacher went through just now. What's the chemical formula?
Is it Na0 something?
It's NaOH.
Oh,
So
sorry.
teacher, it's all right. Teacher give you 30 seconds try now.
Forty.
40 for what? No, don't worry, don't worry.
Is it 40?
No.
Sorry.
Kesian pula the ones that want to answer. But wanting the rest to emerge. You can still tell yourself the answer. Okay, who would like to try this? 30 seconds up. Okay, good. See, when you're see, others will emerge already. Okay, Fatin says is 0.05 mole. All right. How did you get 0.05 mole? Can I know what is the formula that you use? Moments of silence, huh?
Number of moles equals mass over mn.
Okay, so number of moles is equals to mass over molar mass. Okay, so molar mass is the one at the bottom. All right. Okay, so who can tell teacher what was the mass given to me right now?
2.0.
2.0 grams.
Good. Okay, to all those who answered 2. What's the molar mass of sodium hydroxide?
40.
40. Very good. Okay, 40. So, I mean, your calculator is better than my calculator, my brain calculator here. So 2.0 divided by 40. What do you get?
0.05.
All right, so yes, you would get 0.05. If you have no more, no marks. Okay, so very good to all those of you who actually answered. Fatin, Umar, Chris, Xavier. I know there are a few more I didn't see, but very good. Okay, I'm seeing the ones that have not been repeating, the ones that are saying it without. Sorry, the ones that haven't been saying it yet. Okay, do you all understand the concept already? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes, yes.
All right, so
Yes,
I will skip some questions. And teacher will go to the last one and teacher will let you go already. It's not the last for this chapter, but it is the last for calculation, this bit of calculation, yeah? Anyone going to pengsan already, dying, cannot take it anymore? Anyone crying? Anyone feels that you, even if you feel, I don't know if anyone's surviving, okay, that's a good answer. All right. Again, you'll be happy to know I've got only 11 slides here. Okay, wait, okay, okay, so okay, so let's go through the 3 formulas that I taught you. First formula, number of moles is equals to
Number of particles over
Avogadro.
constant.
constant.
Very good. Okay, so thank you, Tanya and Shalina. Okay, Yuga and Anu, don't worry. Okay, you can answer these kind of questions. All right. Okay. The next one. What is the second formula I've taught you?
Number of moles equals to mass over
molar
molar
mass.
mass.
Very good. Thank you, Anu and Jeremiah. Must be really hard for them not to say anything. Okay, I'm so proud of them for controlling it. Well done. Okay, the third formula. Okay, before I go to the third formula, so what is the volume of 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 particles? Okay, so a molar volume of a gas is actually the volume occupied by 1 mole of gas. Okay, the volume occupied of 1 mole of gas. That's called molar volume. So I can have 1 mole of carbon dioxide gas, 1 mole of oxygen gas. Remember, it's only for gas, yeah? 1 mole of hydrogen gas. Okay, they must always have the same volume. Okay, if they're under the same temperature and pressure. Okay, so we look. And this one is very important. You need to memorize this. Sometimes they give an exam, sometimes they don't. The molar volume of any gas, if the question says room conditions, it is 24 decimeter cube. If the question say STP standard temperature and pressure, is 22.4 decimeter cube. Teacher, why are you telling me this? Because later we are going to use it. Okay, so it's good that you know. Again, it's calculation questions. Okay, so it's always given in the question, but in case they don't give, it's good to know. So standard temperature and pressure is 22.4. Room conditions is 24. Okay, so standard temperature and pressure, my temperature is 0 degrees Celsius and my pressure is 1 atmospheric pressure. Room condition, my temperature is usually 25 degrees Celsius. Sometimes it can be 27 degrees Celsius and my pressure is 1 atmospheric pressure. Okay, so this is the difference. So what's the difference? Okay, so room condition 25, 27 degrees Celsius. Standard temperature and pressure, my temperature is 0 degrees Celsius. The pressure is the same for both. Okay, formula to memorize here. Oops, sorry. Number of moles is equals to volume over molar volume. So you notice, right? In all the three formulas I gave you, there's something that you already know. In number of particles over Avogadro constant, you know the Avogadro constant. In mass over molar mass, you know the molar mass. You can count the molar mass. Here, I'm doing volume over molar volume. You know the molar volume. If my molar volume is standard temperature and pressure, what will it be? What's my value? Sorry, Tanya? If teacher says the molar volume at STP, what is my value here?
Is it 22.4?
Correct, it is 22.4. If teacher say room temperature, what is my molar volume?
24.
24, correct. Perfect, that's it. That's all you need to know. Let's do a question. This question is a typical SPM question. It is not direct. You have to find one to find out the other. So let's see what they want me to do. What's the volume occupied by 4 grams of hydrogen gas at STP? Okay, so listen how teacher's going to do it. I've got 2 ways to do it. They are the same actually. Okay, now they asked me to find volume. What's the formula for volume? Number of moles is equals to?
Volume
Of
over
gas.
Volume over molar volume, correct? Okay, so they asked me to find the volume. And I know that my molar volume, they told me, is 22.4. But teacher has a very big problem here. Do I know what is my number of moles?
Nope.
I don't know. It's not a direct question. They never gave me the number of moles. You see, I've got 2 unknown. First unknown is number of moles. Second unknown is volume. Before this, we only have 1 unknown. Here, teacher has 2 unknowns. That means to say I must find another way to get the number of moles. Anybody can tell me what is another way I can get number of moles here. Can I use another information here?
Number of moles equals to mass over molar mass.
Very good. Okay, Yux, very good. Number of moles is equals to mass over molar mass. Do I know what is the mass of hydrogen here, class?
4.
4.
Yes, it's 4. Very good. Okay, the 2 of you all cannot answer. Okay, molar mass. What is my molar mass of hydrogen? Hydrogen gas, huh? What's my molar mass of hydrogen gas?
2. Is it 1?
Okay, so it will, because they say hydrogen gas, right? So obviously we will assume that it is H2. Correct or not, class? So here will be 1 times 2. All right, now get the answer for teacher. What's my number of moles here? 4 divided by 2.
2.
Very good, 2. So teacher get 2 moles here. Now class, what can I do here? Can I take these 2 moles here and can I bring it over here to solve my problem?
Yes, teacher.
Very good, I can. So teacher is going to put, I'm just bringing it over to this side. 2 moles is equals to volume over 22.4. Now, do I have two unknowns or one unknown?
1.
Can I answer the question? Yes, no problem. 2 times 22.4, class, what would I get?
44.8, teacher.
4.8.
44.8.
0 marks.
44.8 cm cube.
Look at
DM.
ah,
44.8
dm cube. Okay, so teacher
DM
thought, I want to teach you something. Here my unit is mole. 22.4 is decimeter cube. Sorry, I teacher got no place, per mole, which means to say this and this can cut. So what is left is my decimeter cube only. So do you understand how to answer this question?
Yes.
Perfect. Let me see whether I can ask you. Oh, this is straight to the point. And then we're done already. We finished class. This is straight to the point. But be careful. That's the only thing I can tell you. Straight to the point, but be careful. Did you get the answer? Check properly, huh? There's a trick here somewhere.
Teacher, is it 0.025 mole?
Okay, so Kritika said 0.025 more. Okay, anyone else has answer same like her? Okay, Teja says the same thing as well. Anyone else? Okay, how many of you don't know how to do? If you don't know how to do, say put in the group I, D, K, H, T, number 2, D. Oh, so long. Just say I don't know. Okay, IDK is much better. All right. Alright, so let's go to the part where it's the killer question. Or the killer part. Actually, it's not killer at all, but look at the unit here. What unit is given here?
cm cube.
Okay, it's in centimeter cube. I've been teaching you in decimeter cube, correct or not? So
Yes,
I'm gonna do it two ways for you. Way number 1, I change decimeter cube. Way number 2, I leave it as it is. So you know the formula. Formula doesn't change. I'm going to use volume over molar volume, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to take it as 560. I'm not changing the 560. What I'm going to change, okay, FTP, what's my value?
22.4.
Very good. I told you all to memorize just now already. 22.4 decimeter cube. From a decimeter cube to change to a centimeter cube, teacher must times 1000. Okay, everybody times for teacher 1000. What do I get?
Is it 22400?
224.
Yeah,
Very good. It is
22400.
22400. Very good. Centimeter cube. Cancel the centimeter cubes. 560 divided by 22400. All of it tekan calculator.
0.025.
0 marks.
Gram mole.
Anu, wrong.
Is it gram mole -1?
Why gram mole? Look at the question. Number
Oh,
of
it's just
moles.
mole.
0.025 mole.
just
Moles
MOL.
is, yes. Okay, 0.025 moles is correct. Okay, this one is because I didn't change the centimeter cube. Now teacher going to change. I'm going to use both ways so that you know it doesn't matter which way you use. Okay, I want to maintain 22.4 here, decimeter cube. Therefore, this 560, teacher going to change. Now, from decimeter cube to say I want to change to centimeter cube, teacher must times. Now, centimeter cube, teacher want to change to decimeter cube. What must I do?
Divide.
Very good.
Divide.
Teacher going to divide by 1000. All of you, 560 divided by 1000, what do I get?
0.56.
Excellent. Okay, I'll get 0.56. Now, if you all go and check 0.56, okay, what do I get? Divided by 22.4.
0.025.
0.025.
Very good. 0.025 moles, one again. So it doesn't matter, yeah? It actually doesn't matter which one you are using. Do you understand now, class?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay,
Yes,
and
teacher.
perfect. That was the end of my slide. We have done a lot. You have done so well. I still got a bit more, which I'll finish next week. Do you all want homework or not?
Is it a trick question, teacher?
It's not a trick question. If you all don't do it now, you all still have to do it next week. No, no trick question. You want or you don't want?
Go with the majority, teacher.
Okay, class, you want or don't want? Teacher? Okay. Just fast a bit. No. Okay, Ami says no. Brave enough already. Ami says no. The rest, okay, two. All right, got only one yes. No, 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 no.
I have to say, teacher, no, teacher, due to the majority.
All right, okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else who wants to say yes? I'm still waiting. Okay. So no one brave enough to say all want to be politically correct, yeah? Okay, fine. Teacher won't give you all homework. I'll give it to you next week. Okay, can we do a quick photo? Then I need to go and take my children ready from class. If you can turn on your cameras, I'll be so grateful. Teja, are you able to take the photo? Teja, are you unable?
Can, sir, no problem.
Anna, okay, everyone turn on your cameras. It will really make me happy. And also it helps me to take attendance for those who are here and not here. Okay? It will really help. Teja, hi, Zafran.
Hi, teacher.
I was looking forward for you being my PA for the next 2 months.
Teacher.
Still on or not? Still on for that?
Boleh lah, teacher.
Okay, all right. The rest of you, no face? Don't want to show me your face?
No, teacher.
Oh, that's so sad. Come on.
No, teacher. I look so ugly. No.
Oh no, I'm sure you don't. Okay, never mind. Teja, we don't want to waste time lah. Okay, so
Okay.
whoever's, well, the girls, only the boys show me their faces. Mana perempuan lain? Who's Matthias? Have I ever taught Matthias before?
He used to be in Damai, teacher.
He used to be in?
Tiga Damai.
Okay, all right. All right, that's Boogie Woogie. Thank you so much. As Teja's taking the photo. Teja, when you're taking, tell me, then I'll stop talking. But until
Okay,
then,
sure.
I will talk.
Wait for you first, sir.
Okay, thank you so much for joining class today. Teacher appreciates you a lot. Okay, hopefully you were here and not here. Sorry, hopefully you were here and not somewhere else. Okay, your mind somewhere else. Okay, and hopefully not playing any game. But I'll never know, huh? Okay, let's go for it, Teach.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, to the second page as well. 3, 2, 1. All right.
All right, thank you, class. I will
Okay,
see
teacher.
you on Monday. Oh no, Friday and then Monday. Bye.
Bye, teacher.
Hi, teacher. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Thank you,
teacher.
Chava.
Most
Take
welcome.
care.
Bye, darlings.
Thank you, teacher.
Chocolates on Monday, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye.